I hate.
It's supposed to be quick review. Tells you it goes through -2, 7. So what's C got to be? Plug in -2 and 7. 7 equals -2 times -2 plus C. That's 4. Subtract 4. C equals 3.
I thought you had to get the real,
The
the
value?
original problem.
No, it says find C, so the graph of the function f goes through that.
Wow, I was like -x squared plus C.
10 is g of x equals x squared plus 2x.
So you're basically just plugging in points.
1, -1.
That was dumb.
You're just ensuring that it goes through that point. So you go -1 equals 1 squared plus 2 plus c, subtract 3, c is -4. That's it.
Wow, I did that.
100% so far? Yeah. Yeah, let's do some algebra 1. Alright. What was next? Which one was this? 31, 32. Oh, these are easy too. 31 f prime of x equals 3x squared minus 2x plus 1. You're supposed to write all the possible functions with the given derivative. Well, so the original, go backwards. That's got to be a 3, so it's just going to be x to the third. That's got to be a 2, so it's going to be minus x squared. Plus x plus c. Yes, you have to have the plus c.
Always a plus C.
Yeah, when you go backwards. Because there could be a constant and we wouldn't know. Like there could be a plus something, and then when you do the derivative, it just goes away. So. And then 32, if the derivative is the sine of x,
Negative cosine of x plus C.
what is the original? Negative cosine of x,
Plus C.
right? What's the derivative of cosine?
Negative sine.
Yes, you need the negative, but you gotta have the plus c.
That was right, yes.
I just put that. So I'm supposed to be adding plus C.
Pretty much, almost, yeah. Then it was 37, 38? 35, 36. Find the function with the given derivative. Oh, this is one of the problems on your quiz. Number 3, find the function with the given derivative whose graph passes through the point P. Number 3 on your quiz. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh.
Find the function.
Where's the quiz?
Tomorrow. So you get a function. You get the derivative of the function. And in this case, it's
Can you
negative
make sure
1
the directions are clear?
squared.
That's what I get.
It literally says find the function with the given derivative whose graph passes through the point P.
So that's when you find C and then you write the equation.
Gives you the derivative, and I'll give you a hint on your quiz, it'll be a polynomial.
Yeah.
What's that mean? That's supposed to help.
Like X. Oh.
I know what it is.
I was like,
So if we rewrite this, negative x to the negative second, so if I go back and find the original,
What over X?
that would have had to have been 1 higher, so that would be x to the negative 1. Yeah, we talked about that yesterday, right? Kind of gave it to you. Plus c.
Plus C is gonna.
It's not negative X?
oh, I put negative.
No, because if you do the derivative of this, the negative 1 will come down and you'll have your negative.
Wait, it was -1 over X?
Which is 1 over.
That was the
That's 1 over X too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So and it wants you to go through the point 2, 1. So then, now it's just like the quick review problems. X needs to be 2, Y needs to be 1, so what's C need to be? 1 equals 2 to the negative 1 plus C.
This is what I need a calculator.
So that's, come on now, that's a half.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Subtract a half, C equals a half. And I noticed a lot of you didn't write the answer. Your answer is not C equals 1/2 circle.
It's 1 over X plus 1/2 equals
Plus
Y.
1/2
Oh,
plus
F of
C.
X.
F of
No, just
X equals 1 over X plus 1/2.
Yes.
Okay.
If we put Y, do we have to put F of X or can you put Y?
Same difference. And you can put x to the negative 1 power also. What? It's also this. You got this, right? It's just that, but instead of putting plus c, I put what c actually is. That is the answer. Because this function will give you this derivative and go through this point. -6, same thing. Whoa. Let's see if you guys got this one right.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It was hard.
1
Did you get
over
3 over 4
x.
square root of 4th root of x?
I got x to the 1/4.
The tricky part that I was trying to explain as a lot of you were leaving was that to rewrite this, it is not 4x to the negative 3/4 power.
Oh,
1/4 to the x.
1/4 x to the negative 3/4 power. Because the 4 does not have a power with it. You won't bring it up. It doesn't. They're not married. So we got this. So then to go to the antiderivative, to think backwards, I go, okay, well, I know my power needs to be 1 bigger, right? Because when you do the derivative, you subtract 1. So what's 1 bigger than negative 3/4?
Oh, negative 1.
Positive 1/4.
Oh yeah, you add these up.
Just add a 1. 3/4 plus 1. Maybe positive 1/4. Well then, now
That's
you,
where I went wrong.
oh look it. Do I need to do anything else? Boom, that 1/4 is our, like if I do the derivative of that, I'll bring it down, I'll have 1/4. Then I'll subtract 1. Boom, I've got it. Alright, so we have our original plus c.
Wow, that was.
Now what's the point? 1 negative 2. So negative 2 is y equals 1 to the, that's nice. It can't get much easier than that, folks.
1/2 to the or 1 to the anything is 1.
Hold on.
Yes.
What happened to the 1/4 in front? When I did the antiderivative, you mean going backwards. I'm trying to find the thing that if I take the derivative, I get that, right? I start with the power. And I know when I take the derivative, I subtract 1 from the power. So going backwards, I'll add 1 to the power. Now I have a 4th, right? Well, now I just look at this. If I do the derivative of this, aren't I going to have that in front? So that's it. I don't need anything else. Here, that 1 to the 1/4 power.
1.
Come on, Brenda, 1 to the 1/4. You need
1.
that.
I said that. I said the one.
Subtract 1. C is negative 3. So your answer
I just
is
didn't write
the 4th root of x minus 3.
Can
Oh, yeah.
I leave it as x to the 1/4?
it.
X
Maybe
to the
that's
1/4.
Folks, just like to-
That's what I mean. People are not listening. I really am. Just like-
That's number 3 on the quiz, right there.
Well, there goes that.
Actually, it's easier,
Good.
I think. I don't know. So that's number 3. That'll get you 3 points out of 20.
20.
So let's not focus on this. I think that's easy. We don't need to talk about this anymore today. What we need to talk about is finding extreme values in the intervals on which the function is increasing and decreasing.
I like that. I still can't get over the fact that this is a 10-point quiz. Hold on.
That's good stuff. So we'll do one of each. We'll do one like number 1, and we'll do one like number 2.
There's only 3 problems,
Well, one has A and B.
so there's 4 problems.
Basically 4, yeah.
For sure.
20 points for 4 problems, 5 each.
Number 1 is 12 of the 20.
If you get number 1 wrong, you are out of luck.
If you get everyone right,
Yeah, if you get number 1 wrong.
This
you're-
is not a 10-minute quiz. Look at the answers. Look how much red is on there.
So what is it?
I have photographic memory.
And then give me a second.
What does that say?
Extreme values and increasing and decreasing. I don't want to write out. It'll say find the extreme values and the intervals on which the function is increasing and the intervals on which the function is decreasing. I wrote the whole thing out. It's just wrote increasing and decreasing. Whatever. One of them's a polynomial.
What difference does
They have like x to the 3rd, x to the
That's just
4th.
telling you you're not going to have to worry
It's
about
all
the
real
name.
numbers.
Polynomial.
It's like x with a power plus something x with a power plus something x with a
Something
power.
that you can factor.
X.
The domain is going to be all real numbers. You're probably going to have to factor at some point. You're not going to have to worry about endpoints, but there's also a piecewise, so let's do one of those.
driving me crazy already?
Me?
You always drive me crazy.
She's saying no mamas. They're just funny.
Wider than white, actually.
Dude, when Wyatt kept saying that at Mountain.
And this piecewise isn't exactly simple. We got some.
You said math. There's people sitting over there who say, math's so not white.
Times
Wider
white is
than I
cute.
am.
It's like the whitest kind of.
I'm trying to decide what to do here, apparently. I want to make it hard on you. 32.
Test like.
points. Okay, I'll do as test life is like
Did you say
possibly
32?
can.
Yeah, left to this class.
Let's go,
And I spent like
If you
32
take the
minute
test.
problem, I was like,
Oh.
I'll probably give you a half hour to do this.
What?
review the other half.
It'll
Do
take.
this.
Oh, I think it's gonna take a half hour. to-
Oh, this should be 10 minutes.
Hey, he's actually being nice. He's making us take the test tomorrow because you know how first won't be on Thursday.
But we're still gonna move on.
I know.
I'm
I
gonna be here for
Well,
this. I'm gonna be here for
We're
know.
gonna
I might be to this class on
We're gonna
Thursday.
go
I'm gonna
R
go
fourth,
first, second,
or
third
5.3, so.
I'll come for this class.
We don't get our game starts at 8:30. We don't get until 9:30. We gotta eat. Come over when she's
We'll be home at like 1 or 2. Probably 2.
So like, so,
But
I know I'm already not.
Speeding on the edge.
Shai, you don't even come to school today. You should be here.
I know that's what I'm saying.
So I definitely won't be coming.
I already know. I don't even come for home games.
Yeah, I know.
Is there like a rule or something?
It's supposed to be, but
Have
they
they
don't even.
enforced it? Nope.
But there's a rule like if you get home so many hours past 12, you don't have to come like this.
I don't know.
Yeah, there is.
They don't enforce anything, so. She didn't really catch it.
There's 2 classes anymore.
Because
We're
we
gonna
told
send it
them
tomorrow. We're gonna send off assembly. That's all.
to districts?
Yeah.
You
Just
guys
send it
want
tomorrow.
that?
When?
This is not new.
Wait, wait,
What's
wait.
not me?
Hopkins, when's our assembly tomorrow?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm assembly tomorrow.
Actually, count on it. Are all of you captive? Your thing is at 10%.
Uh-oh.
Gotta close it down for the day.
Oh, man, I need to change that to a minus.
That's why you don't write 10.
So just scribble it out. And
Yeah, you always do that.
Someone's gonna be like, what's that thing right there?
Time minus.
Times minus.
Or times the -4.
Or a bullet point.
What's
See a bullet hole?
A bullet point.
Oh, I heard bullet holes.
Don't have a curve. Oh, boy.
Brenda, you're on.
Drugs.
Who the frick watched
There it is.
No, on the thing.
No one watches.
Just click.
So first you do the derivative of beta. Sorry.
Right?
The ears.
I don't even know.
This is just like 5. If you do well on this, I will increase your 5.1 quiz. Because it's the same thing.
To 100%.
Plus this. Not 200%.
What if you already have like high score though?
Really good.
Well,
Sorry,
not everyone's
last
perfect.
class y'all have a high
Yeah.
There was, on that 5.1 quiz, there was 1A, 2 C's, 3 C's,
Not even B. Me.
No bees.
1A, 3 C's, the rest D's and F's.
Let me see mine, please.
Oh yeah, we should get those back.
I think I got a D
Work
plus
on
on
that.
that.
Let's see.
You need to be able to do that in.
Hey, guess what my grade is in here? B.
If you can't finish that in 7 minutes, you're too slow.
I don't even know what it's
Honestly, don't even know what to start.
Come on now, where do extreme values happen? Endpoints. Derivative equal to 0, derivative does not exist. And on a piecewise, it's where the crap changes probably.
Yes.
A domain can be a critical point.
A domain, you mean an endpoint?
Well, yeah. We start the one of the derivatives as a domain that should not equal 4 each probably, or negative 4 each probably should negative 4 as an endpoint.
If our numbers are wrong, the process is right. Does that help anything? The process wrong.
Okay, I got that, and then
And then you have to find the domain of each. But you already did it, so.
y equaling to 0.
So
Well, and because,
And for the
it
other
has to
one,
be greater than 8 for
yeah, and then the other one is all real numbers.
Wait, that doesn't make sense.
because it's so, that's where it's saying that the piecewise changes. So you have to check that point because it says that's equal.
That's right, that's the.
You said it was 0. It's not. This is the
That's
bottom.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
First of all, it's one power.
Yeah.
What's if you trace it?
So your
I
square
don't know
root
why I
is square
want
root.
to.
Dude, we do. I don't know why, but I didn't want it.
It's 1 over that.
Okay.
Let's make that power then. 1 over the square root, it's negative power. Well, we can pause this video so it's not just running. Did you figure it out back there, you two? Got it, got your sign chart done. Derivative of each one, because where do extreme values occur?
Endpoints.
Endpoints.
I know.
So sick.
Endpoints, hills and valleys, and
Hidden valleys?
hills and valleys
Endpoints
And-
and corners.
does not exist,
Or, and does not, yeah.
which are corners.
So your endpoints, which you check domain to get your endpoints.
Yeah, you
Or
gotta
sometimes they're given.
It was given.
And you also check where the slope is 0, because those are hills and valleys. And you check where the slope does not exist.
Positive.
So, we need our derivative. Ooh, derivative of that. Yeah, that's half power, so everyone had 3 halves times x plus 4 to the negative 1/2. Chain rule. Ooh, inside, how nice, there's nothing.
Oh, I was like, it's 1.
I hate when that happens because you do it.
And
you
this
don't
one
have
is just going to be 2x minus
to have like 4
4.
short out there.
So, looking at the top one, you got 3 halves, or 1.5. It's
I
probably easier just to go 1.5 over the square root of x plus 4. Will that ever equal 0?
Yes.
Nope.
Whoa.
No.
I got
Sure
No,
won't.
I didn't get.
I didn't get that.
Yeah,
That's
because
the
you have to have a
derivative.
2 in front, don't you? Oh, you put the
Did-
whole 1.5
I
on
I did
top.
1.5 on top, but you did 3 on top, 2 on bottom.
Yeah, that's
Same
dumb.
thing. Point is, will
He
it ever
always
equal...
throws in those things and excuses everything.
Will it ever equal... No, good guy. Will it ever equal 0? Nope.
Why?
Because the top can never equal 0.
Oh, God.
Will it ever not exist?
Yes.
Yeah.
A negative 4.
If x is negative 4,
Actually
this will
greater
not
than negative
So
4
0
can
is
be
not a
negative.
critical point? Oh, you don't know that
Hold
yet?
on, I don't know, I'm not even doing that. I just got negative 4 because the derivative of that does not exist. So can equal 0 doesn't exist at negative 4. Okay, go to the next one. Will that ever not exist?
No.
No.
Will it ever equal 0?
No.
Really?
Yes, 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 yes.
Set it equal to 0, add 4
2.
divided by, yeah, that's when x equals 2. It doesn't matter which order you check things in. I just checked derivatives when they're equal to 0 and does not exist. Now I'm looking for endpoints. So
Domain.
domain of the original. Don't do the domain of the derivatives. It won't always work out because you'll get slightly different answers. The domain of the original. Oh, hey, there's a square root. I can't have a negative under the square root. So x better be bigger than negative 4, right? Or equal to.
Because it
Do
can
the
equal
square root of
0.
0, that's okay. That tells me negative 4 is an endpoint. I already have it as a critical point though, so that's okay, I'm already covered. But now I just know at negative 4, I have an endpoint. There's going to be nothing over here. So you have to check that. So it's less work on yourself, don't confuse yourself. So that's that. Domain of that's all real numbers, right? So there's no other endpoints. This thing's going to start there and it's going to go to the right forever.
Can you hurry up?
The last thing you need, what?
You need to hurry up.
What? It's dying?
It's 5%.
Last thing you need to remember is on a piecewise, this is
Changes.
95% of the time going to be a critical point. If the slope is exactly the same at that point, it won't be.
But
Yeah,
it's not.
But it's not.
'Cause
That
obviously-
one's -4, that one is not -4. I don't think that's
So they
going to
have the
happen.
same thing.
Doesn't happen.
So I just go zero.
So x equals 0 is another one. So we got -4, 0, 2. Hopefully plug them all into the derivatives, right? Plug in -1. Make sure you plug it into the right derivative. -1 sucks. Plug in -2.
It can't be the
Negative
same.
one's easy.
If it has the same.
Oh, they're all easy.
Then it's
Positive
not.
over a positive.
just never gonna.
3 over the
Positive. So it's
It's
gonna go
not
up.
times the third root.
Oh, yeah.
Plug in 1
Negative
to this one.
Yes.
2 minus 4 is
2 minus 4 is negative. And then plug in 3 to this one again.
6 minus 2 is
Positive.
positive.
6 minus 2 is positive.
With your arrow.
Alright. So we got min.
Actually, your graph's a little off scale.
Doesn't matter.
I know.
At
Just be-
-4 something. Another min. We'll do my little at sign. At
So we're gonna have to actually find the
2
point.
something. And then we're gonna have a.
Max.
I know right away that's local.
Because there's an arrow.
Because there's an arrow here and it's going to go up forever, so that better be a local max.
Right, that's where I went
At
wrong.
0. You don't understand that part?
I
No,
put global
Who said
right
that?
here.
Why?
Global maximum becomes second.
Look at this is going to go up forever. There's no way that's going to be a global. There's no way that's going to be the highest point on the whole graph. Because there's an arrow going up. Remember, global means highest ever. In the whole graph, that's the highest point on the whole thing. There's not going to be that on this because it goes up forever.
So if it's the highest point on what you can see, it's
Wait,
No,
it's- what do you
like
mean?
what's,
The highest point on the function, period.
What's the other?
Our function does something like this, which this is actually parabolic and this is actually a square root graph, but it's
parabolic.
yeah,
I feel like I've never
taking
heard
the
that.
shape of a parabola. Never heard that?
Like,
Plug in 0. Oh, to which one?
what one?
The one where you can
Equal
the top
0.
one.
The top one. Square root of 4 is 2. 2 times 2 is 6. You have a local max is 0, 6. -4. Plug it into this one. That's 0. 2. You got to plug it into this one.
4 minus
2
8 is negative
squares
4 plus 3 is
4
negative
minus
4
6,
minus 8
negative
is -4
4
plus 3
plus
is
7.
-1.
So that one has to be global because it's lower than the other one. And that's
Yes,
lower.
it is. That one's global because it's lower than the other one. This one is lower than this one because I got 2 -1. This one's -4, 0. So on a real actual graph, I'd have -4, 0. I'd have 2, -1, and it's actually going to go like,
That's 6.
and then it's going to parabolize that.
So it's just gonna keep going up and up and up.
Yep.
Oh.
So there is your local max. It's not global because it goes up forever. There's a local min over there, and there's your global min on the whole thing.
Okay, that was a pretty good graph. You know, you did your little square root. Your little, that was
Yeah.
good.
Square root, it stops.
That was good.
Yeah.
Parabolic.
The last question on, or the second question.
Increasing and decreasing on the previous one.
Oh, increasing, decreasing. I forgot about that.
Increasing from
Obviously, increasing from -4 to 0.
Obviously.
Negative 4
But
to 0.
don't forget, this is like an easy 1 point right here. -4 to 0.
call me you.
U, 2 to infinity.
I got that right.
Decreasing,
0 to 2.
decreasing. 0 to 2.
Give me some, girl.
Don't forget to do that like I just did. It's bad for
Try
you.
to write it, you give them lesson.
Number 2, remember those directions for number 9 and 10?
Yes.
Yeah.
The interval a to x to b is given. Let a equal a f of a and b equal b f of b. Write an equation for the secant line AB.
Like, check. Hear that?
Write an equation for a line tangent to f of x parallel to b. This question is on here. And then you have a function.
I
And
actually like these.
we might as well just go with this.
F of X to the
I think we'd be able to see the problem.
And we'll go.
What's our income?
So is there
How'd you use a square root?
I know that much.
Yes, I did.
4.
You
No.
don't want 4, trust me.
6.
You don't want 6, 5.
Oh yeah, square root of 1, 2, square root of 2.
People always ask me when I'm like making up problems. I'm like, shut up, no, that won't work. See, at least you understand what I'm doing. You know? Kind of predicting the future.
Whoa.
Good stop.
Eh.
I think everyone had the 2 points, negative 4059, right? Those are your A and B. Everyone got this slope, 9 minus 0 over 5 minus negative 4 is 1.
22.
So y minus 0 equals x plus 4.
Yes.
I didn't think about that. So y equals x plus 4 is your secant line, right? Any questions on the secant line?
if we didn't use that point, we don't have to.
You would have had y minus 9 equals 1, x minus 5. That's fine.
Because you live in,
Same thing.
you live in Canton. This one.
So then, now b's, this is where people get messed up.
Yeah.
You know your slope,
Mhm.
it's 1.
Yeah.
You're finding where is the tangent of this
Which is our,
parallel to
and then just
1.
multiply
So you want to figure out when is the slope of this equal to 1.
which is 66 over.
How do you find slopes of things?
Derivative.
Derivative. Well, we know from earlier, we should already have our derivative. You want 1.5 or 3 over 2?
Root 2.
3.
3 over 2 root x plus 4 was our derivative, right?
Equals
You could have just left it as 1.5 on the top. So you'll get the-
1.9.
equals 1. Hey, that's nice, because now when I solve for x,
You multiply.
multiply by the crap on bottom.
And you have 3 equals x plus 4 to the
What,
half.
Brenda?
Why is it a fraction?
Because our derivative, remember, was this
You don't have it to the 1/2.
Oh, yeah.
to the negative 1/2 power.
Oh.
This was the same one from up here, so you could have just used your derivative.
You forgot about that one.
3 equals 2 times x plus 4 to the 1/2.
Negative 1/2. So you get 3 equals 2 root x plus 4. So if you left it as 1.5, guess what? You're a log. But you're not going to have a calculator, so you better know that 3/2 equals the square root of x plus 4. Square both sides. 3/2 squared is 9/4 equals x plus 4. Subtract 4.
It's negative 3 over 2.
9/4 minus
Negative
16/4 is negative 7/4.
Equals x.
Hold on.
I don't want to do
That you leave it like that.
Okay, I'll ask you. What is that? What did we
That is
just...
your x value.
It's 3 halves.
For what?
X
For your
Oh,
tangent.
so we did it right.
For where... This is the x-coordinate
No.
where the tangent line will
What did
equal
we do wrong?
the slope of this.
Plug that into.
To get y.
So we need to get our y-coordinate, which I don't know if this is going to be possible.
You totally just confuse the whole. You just, what you do is you
Okay,
just
yeah,
put the
just
x
like your
and you just leave it
Okay.
like that.
So you know on your thing you have.
So y equals 3 times the square root of negative 7/4
X
plus 16/4.
So your slope stays 1 because it's parallel.
Yes, I know.
So
So
that's
we're
why you
looking
can
for
find your y.
this.
To find your y.
Hey, we can do the square root of 9/4.
The original.
Third person?
What's square root of 9/4?
3/2.
3/2, because 3/2 times 3/2 is going to be 9/4. So we have 3 times 3/2, that's 9/2. So your final answer of your
Can you
tangent
move your hand? It's a little bit.
y minus 9/2 equals 1 times x plus 7/4. The one on the test,
It's not that.
not quite as bad as fractions. Which that wasn't even bad. That's where
So
we
you have
that's where we
y
worked out.
minus 9/2 equals.
Nice.
It normally does that when you have the square. In the beginning.
See, I don't put it back in y minus 9/2 equals x plus 7/4.
You know what?
You know how you put it back into the square root, like after you did the derivative, you put it back into the square root form?
Oh, yeah. Well, when you're solving for x, do it. It's half power.
So you just put it on the bottom?
It was negative. Remember our derivative was
Yeah.
negative half, so I moved it to the bottom and made it a square root.
Wait, scoot it up. Oh,
It'll be
no.
fun tomorrow.